Hi there, welcome to ICP Wyckoff Technical Analysis session. And if you're new to my session, these are the three things I'll cover during the session. So let's start with the weekly chart of ICP. Here, we are seeing ICP basically gone through a very quick distribution like a flash sale. And then immediately it returned to the accumulation. And based on what's happening right now, it seems that it's trying to find support at this red dash line. This level, or this key level, is around $2.82.50. This level is set by the previous low, around the spring period. And what we are likely going to see is that once the selling climax is over, there will be an automatic rally, that sets the accumulation cycle trading range top, and then subsequently there would be more tests, to test whether there are still paper hands remaining, or people who got in during this period are mostly paper hands, so the whales can check them out, and through that they reap a little bit of profit, even though we're going through like a bear market or a market low situation. All right, there's still waves, even though the price is low. So that's the big picture. These are the next stages of Wyckoff that, according to the method, those are on the way. Now, let's look at the daily chart and see whether there are any potential trend changes on the way. As of now, these 2 days, yesterday, the price spread wasn't that high, but the volume was higher than the past 6 to 10 days. So I would say the bulls and the bears are fighting around the current level at around $3, which usually these kind of numbers with like without decimals, like $3, $4, $5, or if the tick is more granular, 3.5, 4.5, 2.2, 2.3, as long as those digits, excuse me, or decimals at the end are zeros, you can truncate them. These are the psychological anchors of people. They usually like to buy or sell at those numbers. All right, so $3, obviously a battlefield for many people. And as of now, we're seeing two crosses. So let's hope we see more white candles with high volume. All right, at least something like what we had on the days of 24th and 25th of November. Best we go back to the beginning of November stage, but that was a quick distribution. So this time when it comes, it would be a sign of strength. Okay, we obviously don't want to see something like the flash sale over there. It peaked somewhere close to the light blue key level of 9.92, but then quickly retreat to where we are now. So let's hope it's going to stop or bottom out at around the 2.8 level, similar to what happened during this period in mid to late October after the October 10th event. Obviously, we don't want to get to the low of October 10th. That's the purple dash line at around $2. Again, psychological barrier, $2. So, the breakout timing. Why I was mentioning those lines? Because if it's purple, it's way, way down the line that's pointing towards at least the middle of next year. So if I extend this line to, let's say, 420, it's probably not even enough. Let's assume that's the case. Make sure I have the wicks still covered. That's somewhere around here. Just go further back to check. Okay, that looks like what it is. Even though this trend is unknown, currently it's going through a very steep trend, but it seems like it's gradually smoothing out. I'm still leveraging the previous downtrend air hockey table, or trend channel if you like, because it looks to me it's getting back to, one, it bounced off on November 25th, 26th from the ceiling of this channel, or the edge of this table, and then now it's reaching the bottom, and it's seemingly trying to bounce from there as well. So it seems like the same channel or same air hockey table is still having its effects, so that's why I'm keeping it. So that's what I said. The purple dashed line is pointing towards near the end of April next year. If the price really comes down to trade sideways towards that triangle, then we'll have to wait till very close to the end of April to get a price or trend change confirmation. If, however, it successfully stays above this red dash line at around $2.80 and continues to trade sideways, then we'll get a confirmation earlier at around early March. Even better, a more optimistic case is that if this is really the selling climax, all right, and then it gets to the automatic rally, and it passes even the white line over here around $3.6, then it catches the train towards this triangle over here that's pointing to mid-January. Okay? However, be very careful. If it really goes up for automatic rally and hits the ceiling of this, if it doesn't confirm that it's going to trend sideways and comes back down for more tests like the Wyckoff method described, then it can well bounce off from the ceiling over there and then come back down for more tests, maybe at an even lower level. All right, I guess the way I see it is that this is the more likely case, pointing towards sometime in early March. This breaking out and then trade sideways above this level is optimistic and less likely. This again, unless something very crazy happen, like the tariff announcement that gives the whales a very good reason to shake people out. Otherwise, again, going back traveling in this level, to me is less likely to this case over here. So that's how I see what ICP in the near term, for the next couple of weeks at least, is likely to happen in such a way like the method described. Alright, so thanks for joining me, and see you in the next session.